Hi, this is a story told just in time for Yom Kippur. A story that depicts the simplicity of the Jewish people, the ability to make peace just before Yom Kippur as told with the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh. So it was one Yom Kippur that the Baal Shem Tov was ready to begin the Yom Kippur prayers, and he stopped, as was usual many times, and he found himself in a trance somewhere outside of body, more in a spiritual space, as everyone in the synagogue was waiting for him to begin the holiday prayers. After what appeared to be quite a while, he began to recite the Yom Kippur tefillahs and prayers, and the whole Yom Kippur passed. And again, as was the custom of the Baal Shem Tov, you never would ask what happened during those moments of lost track time where he would fall into a trance. He would either approach his disciples on his own or show them where he was during those fateful moments. So here, after Yom Kippur, he retells what happened during those moments as he was standing before Yom Kippur. And he said that he had a vision whereby in a far distant village from where he was, he saw that there was a simple farmer sitting at a table with 2 shot glasses and a bottle of vodka. This story is one that I tell quite often throughout the year, but it is a Yom Kippur story, so I say it here again. The simple farmer sits in front of these 2 shot glasses and bottle of vodka, and he begins to enter into a very simple one-on-one, face-to-face conversation with God. And he says, you know, Hashem, we're just about to enter into Yom Kippur. And I have to tell you, it's been quite a tough year. This year was not particularly the greatest for me. You know, my cows died. I didn't get the abundance of livelihood that I anticipated. My wife, has had her days. But I'll be honest with you, Hashem, I also didn't live up to everything I was supposed to do. I don't think I prayed as much, and I'm not quite sure I was so giving of my charity, and I'm sure there are things I need to improve upon. So why don't we just say that as we enter into Yom Kippur, we just let bygones be bygones, so to speak. And we go into Yom Kippur in peace, and we could just say a l'chaim and just be at peace with one another. What do you say, Hashem? And after a moment, he took the vodka bottle, poured a little bit into one shot glass, a little bit into the other shot glass, lifted both up and said, l'chaim, and gulped both shot glasses of vodka down, and with that he entered into Yom Kippur. And the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh then turned to his disciples and he said, you know what? There was a very harsh decree hovering over our town. And because of the simple act, the simplicity of this farmer, of renewing his relationship with Hashem from his place, from his knowledge, from his ability, he was able to cancel out that decree. So as we go into Yom Kippur, I don't know if we can assimilate this particular act of this simple farmer, but I can say that we do need to create a level of peace within ourselves, a peace within ourselves to ourselves, ourselves to others, and ourselves to Hashem. We need to be able to look at our lives from a more wholesome, quiet, and accepting place. And if that means dusting off those things that we felt we erred and could have done better, then we need to admit those things to ourselves and in front of Hashem, and certainly to admit them in front of those who we might have wronged along the way. And in those simple intentions, And those simple acts of wanting to just do better. Who knows? Who knows what harsh decrees hover over, God forbid, anybody? And let's take this story as an example, as us being that simple farmer, doing something what seemingly feels almost comical, but yet had the ability, and we today, as we stand today, we have the ability to do that as well, to be able to cancel out and soften and bring more light into this world, just from wanting to make peace, just from coming to our own truth, and just from really genuinely being in a place of forgiveness. Again, forgiving ourselves, forgiving God, and forgiving others. And with that, I wish you a Gemar Chatima Tova, that you should be signed, sealed, and delivered into a most beautiful, blessed, revealed, loving, kind, compassionate year for you and your family. A year of Geula, of redemption, both personally and collectively.